Hey, it's Totally Baseless. My name's John, and with me is a guy who thinks TikTok is an app that helps you tell the time. Dan, welcome to the podcast.
Here, I thought it was a breath freshener.
Yeah. Close, but not quite. And a guy who keeps flipping the channels but can't find where they're showing Krusty the Clown. Welcome, Dave.
Hey, I know it's on The Simpsons. That's
Something
about
like
it.
that. Yeah, but what channel is that?
But what channel is that?
Yeah. All right. Well, speaking of fake shows within a show, our trivia question is if you can identify some of these. I'm going to name off, let's say, there's so many good ones, but I'm gonna limit it to these three, and you tell me what the real TV show that this fake TV show was on. The first one, Johnny Karate Super Awesome Musical Explosion Show. The
Parks and
second,
Recs.
yeah, Parks and Rec. Yeah, you look like you got that. Uh, Pigs in Space,
Muppets.
The Muppet Show, yeah. And this one, you might take a sec. Mac and Cheese.
Friends.
Friends.
Yeah. Boy, okay. So I really hit on your shows with this one.
We even know fake shows, man.
All that's in our wheelhouse.
You didn't even know those were fake shows? Is that what you said?
It's like we even know fake shows. It's
Oh,
like
yeah. All right, how about this classic one? The Alan Brady Show.
oh, son of a.
You know it. Yep, that's the show, the fake show within a show for the Dick Van Dyke Show.
That's he worked
Yeah.
for it's the show he worked for.
Yeah, that's right. That's pretty old. So, well, let's get to our first article. And you might be wondering what's going on in Pittsburgh these days. Is there anything fun to do there? Maybe I should go bowling in the nude. Well, you've come to the right place then. On April 28th, the Pittsburgh area naturists are going to have what they call the Balls Out Naked Bowling, which is there are a few rules though. Nudity is required, but women can wear bottoms. No sexual activity permitted, and nudism does not. Yeah, I'm a little nervous reading this one. Nudism does not equal consent and harassment, and will not be taken lightly. And participants are also asked to bring a towel.
That was kind of the kicker. Like, what?
You
Well,
better
they
bring a
don't
towel.
want you sitting bare-assed on
Well,
on their chairs.
I think you nailed it there, Dave.
well, but it kind of just it doesn't really quite flow, or maybe it does. It just kind of seems like a strange
But-
add-on.
Listen, this is Pittsburgh. It's going to be a bunch of old fat dudes with their balls hanging low. So yes, it's going to be balls out.
Right, these things with nudists, it's never the people that you want to be naked.
No.
It's not the supermodel nude bowling.
No, it's
Right?
always the old retirees that decide, you know what? We're going to become nudists. And they're always all fat and out of shape, both male and female.
So not offend anyone.
Yeah. It's equally bad. It's equally bad and equally old and equally wrinkly.
And the good people of Pittsburgh as well. Because really, when you think of, hey,
Yeah,
you know
oh,
what's sexy? Pittsburghers bowling naked.
Yeah, that's like that old episode where,
Naked
where,
and
where
bad naked.
yeah, where men can't go around being naked because it's just not the same, right? What is it? Fixing their tire for the bike?
Yeah, fixing the bike.
Yeah.
Fixing the bike?
Yeah, he's doing that naked and
Oh, that's
And
what turns her off.
yeah.
Yeah. She sees him like an ape kind of guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I guess there's some demand for this because they're hosting this, and this is I think this is twice a year they have this.
Because the three hot women of Pittsburgh are gonna go, you know what? I should go bowling naked.
Yeah. They don't even say I should go bowling, let alone I should go bowling naked.
And I love how like they try to make it seem like it's a classy thing. Well, this isn't a sexual thing. Then
Then what's the point, right?
What's the point? Well, I mean, there is a whole movement about just
Yes.
just appreciating your body, just what God gave you. And
But-
it's not about your pervy sexual innuendos on top of it.
but
It tells us more about you than the nudists,
Yeah.
actually.
but if you're gonna do that, there's a place for it, right? Out
At the bowling
On the-
alley.
not that's the place where it shouldn't be. You shouldn't be bowling naked, especially if you're old and your balls are dangling. You're gonna get them caught somewhere, right? There's a lot of
So your concern is
Injuries.
more of a safety issue.
yes.
Also,
There's-
no nude axe throwing.
Yeah, right.
no, that's why there's
Knife
nude beaches.
balancing.
Nude beaches. You go to the beach, you're nude. You're almost nude anyways when you go to the beach, right? You're in the trunks and a swimsuit. So that's logically that's the place to be nude.
And
Indoors-
it also makes more sense with the naturist thing. I get
Yeah,
you're
it's in
outside, you're in
nature.
nature.
Yeah.
Exactly, but not indoors bowling. I mean, are you
Yeah.
going to wear bowling shoes? You're going to just look stupid. You
Well,
already,
that-
you already,
yeah.
you already
still,
put
That tears it.
shoes are still required. Yeah. But
That's a
that,
bridge too far.
I mean, picture this, Dave, an old man with dangling balls, as you say, and then when he chucks that ball and that extra grunt he gives when the ball leaves his hand, isn't that nature at its finest?
No.
Yeah. When I think of communing with nature, that's what comes to mind.
Yeah.
You know what? Bowling. I'm going to be in God's palace. I'm going to go
Yeah.
bowl.
Well, it is also a health event. They're doing prostate exams in the back also.
That's quite by accident. I'm sure that's not being planned. That's just people running into things, right? Backing into things.
Oh man.
You got your free prostate exam.
Were you offering them? No.
Yeah.
Nope.
Are you a doctor?
Why no?
Do I have to be?
Oh man.
I'm just a good citizen.
Well, there's
I'm just
knocking down
communing with nature.
pins and there's knocking down pins, I guess.
Yeah.
That's just an accident waiting to happen.
All right. Well, if you don't like what's going on in Pittsburgh, you're really not going to like what's going on in Oklahoma. When your kid comes home and they say, "Hey, we met our fundraising goals," you might not want to know why, how they did that. Apparently, some high schools in Oklahoma, are offering for the students to lick peanut butter, chocolate, and other condiments from feet and armpits to raise money. They don't say anything about the customers that are coming in here, but you got to think this is not attracting the best crowd. This is far worse than the nudist bowlers. I think you'd have to agree. If you look at the video, it is, as the article says, a truly horrifying.
Yeah, that's disgusting. I'd rather go bowling in Pittsburgh naked than do
Lick-
any toe licking. Yeah,
Lick on it. Well, what if you're the one receiving the licking? I guess are there any rules around this? This is really weird.
It's weird that in the article it said that adults were getting their feet licked by students.
yeah.
I'm like, okay, listen, just on the gross level, right? That's just
Yeah, just on the gross
unsanitary.
level.
Just on the
That's-
sanitation level.
Yeah, that's just unsanitary. But when there are people who get off on feet licking, right? There's people that have foot fetishes.
And then they're
If you
combining
could-
their love of charity.
Right.
No, but any responsible adult would say, should we have kids licking
Minors,
should we
minor,
have
underage.
minors licking adult toes?
So-
No, because
No.
you might think it's gross. You might think there's nothing wrong with it, but you don't know what the guy getting licked is there, right? He might be there specifically to have some minor lick his toes.
So fetishists cannot
I
be
mean,
philanthropists.
That's the event, is
Yes.
minors licking your toes or armpits.
Yeah, but what I'm
Dave.
saying is that there's room for guys guys or girls that like this stuff in a weird way to get in there and go, oh, guess what? I'll give you $5 more.
Yeah,
My
it's
turn
funny
again.
because the day
I'm just a
that
patron of the arts. I'm just a patron of the arts.
yeah, right. I support this high school. Oh
Yeah.
God, don't stop. Oh
Yeah.
God. Yeah, yeah.
Which also begs the question, what the fuck is the state of school funding in Oklahoma?
Yeah,
They're,
right.
they're,
This is
they're,
your go-to?
well, they're completely, I mean, it's a red state, right? And they're just, I don't know, man. They're just completely lost on what to do and what not to do, right? They ban books, they do all sorts of stuff, but they let this get through.
I think it's a red state that's like in the closet really wants to be liberal and freaky,
Yeah,
but they
right.
also, I don't.
Yeah, yeah. It's the ones that are most uptight that have the most to hide. Is that what you're
I
saying?
think they'll protest too much, Oklahoma.
Yeah, the 17 priests came through to have their armpits
Yeah.
and toes licked by
And this isn't,
minors.
and this isn't just a one-off, right? There was another school
Yeah,
down the
there's like
street
several.
doing it,
Yeah.
and this was being done since 2015.
Well,
Like,
if it's
it's like
successful,
I'm like, it's tradition to humiliate students.
yeah. But
And
it makes it
what student would go, you know what? It's for charity. Sure,
Yeah.
sure, strange old dude. I'll lick your toes.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
right.
I really want to go on that field trip to the state capitol.
I want to go there and then find someone gross and pay for them to have their toes licked. The grossest
Yeah, and
homeless dude I can find.
Yeah, the fact that it's not a one-off that like they're like, wait, we made 200,000 and let's keep doing it.
Wow.
Where's-
Who knew? Who knew? Licking toes was
Okay,
so
can you
profitable.
imagine the meeting where they're planning this? They're like, well, we could have a bake sale, or we could have a silent auction and a yard sale,
And then there's
or we could go with your
the skeevy
son.
guy in the back.
Yeah,
yeah, that's what
rubbing his
that's
tongue.
what I'm about to do. There's the guy in a trench coat, right? In the back. I got an idea.
Yeah,
Raising
right.
his head. I got an idea.
Sir, you don't have any kids in this district.
Yeah.
I can still come up with pretty good ideas though, right?
I got a good idea and a handful of cash.
Hear me out.
Toe sucking. 2 words. Toe sucking.
Yeah. Think about it.
Yeah,
But,
yeah.
the other kind of curious thing is the two different takes on by the two like news outlets. Like TMZ is just like a weird, disgusting thing.
Yeah.
And then the Christian Post of Oklahoma or whatever, right? Tries to turn it into something like liberal perversion.
Yeah. And wait a minute, buddy. That's a red state. And all that's you guys. Don't blame it on the libs somehow.
Yeah, don't blame it on California. Because 1%. California, we thought was, but no. That's an Oklahoma thing, dude.
Yeah. That's
You own
you
that.
guys.
It's just like you're saying, it's never the ones you want it to be. It's never like outside of a Victoria's Secret store, the models are gonna lick your toes or give you a kiss on the cheek or something. It's never that. I don't want some 15-year-old, hi, mister. I'm gonna be your armpit licker for today. Like,
This sounds like a capital idea. Yes. It goes to support education.
This sounds totally legit.
But heaven forbid they learn about the
No, can I
Tulsa,
just give you the money though? Can I just give you the money? Just leave me alone.
No.
They're like chasing you out, trying to lick you.
heaven forbid they learn about the Tulsa bombings in class, right? No.
We won't have that.
No. But we can lick toes and armpits.
We can't have LGBTQ characters in books, but we can. It's like, really?
Yeah, we're not getting off on the kids doing it. We're just getting off on anyone doing it.
But Father Johnson, this is your 6th time through here today.
I'm a giver. I'm a giver.
Oh God. The whole toe, the big toe, the big toe.
Oklahoma is not okay.
Well, there's lots of things going on or wrong with the world lately, and we catch some of them. But I think this guy on Twitter, now X, has really put his finger on the pulse of what's wrong with America. He posted, this is Reza Chowdhury. That's right, I'm going to name you. He says that I just paid $18.75 for a cookie. It was $17.75 last month and $15.75 in late December. Before you became president, meaning Biden, it was $3.75. So now the president apparently is responsible for rising cookie prices. I guess the cookie price index has been going through the roof.
How fat is this guy? I'm like, you know what? If it got too expensive, stop buying them. That's
Right?
Oh, wait a minute. They're up to $20 now.
That's where I draw the line.
Yeah,
You know, a fool and his money are soon parted. It's like, dude, if you're
yeah, right. I just paid it. Yeah. I like the responses in there. Like it looks like one of those is pretty much might be what's happening, where they're like, oh, the guys in the store are just raising the price more and more to see how much this guy will pay.
I really hope that one's real. Yeah, we're like, I'm the cashier and I'm just trying to figure out.
Yeah.
Well, how far we can push this, right?
Well, really, where is this guy going where they charge $18.75 for a cookie,
Now-
a cookie?
Is he getting them delivered? Are these like gourmet cookies that he's getting delivered through Uber? Because
Do they
That's
come
about-
with a foot licking?
because they probably they probably do cost $3.75, but after all the fees, he'd be paying $18.75. So that's on
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, if your ass is too lazy to go buy the cookie where it's
Exactly.
actually $3.75,
Yeah.
you're having it
Or
like
make your own
DoorDash
cookies.
Express.
Yeah. Toll House, buddy.
Yeah.
You got an oven?
It'll cost you $2.50 for all the ingredients, man. You can make as many as you want. But
Yeah, because nobody charges. I live in a very expensive part of the country, and I've never seen that much for a cookie. I kind of am shocked if it's like $5 for a cookie. But this guy's
Yeah.
not to be deterred. He will pay 18. And the next month in April, he's gonna pay $21 for a cookie. I guarantee it.
yeah, I love that. Like, was he okay when it was $15.75? Like, he didn't have a problem with Joe Biden when it was $15.75?
Yeah.
Oh, that
All
sounds
I
reasonable.
know is that when Trump was president, cookies were reasonable.
Yeah.
And that's what's wrong with America.
You can't
Yeah.
find a cheap cookie nowadays. Okay, guy.
Yeah.
Give me liberty or give me a cookie that's $3.75.
Yeah, something tells me this asshole also had a subscription to Trump steaks and Trump vodka and try to go to Trump University.
I could get a Trump steak for $15.75.
I guarantee you those cookies are probably Trump cookies. That's why they're so expensive.
Yeah, right.
Right? That's probably the kicker yet. They weren't that priced before Biden, but yeah.
Yeah, exactly. After Biden, now they're $18.75. I've got a lot of
I got a
legal
lot of
fees
lawsuits to pay for.
Yeah, right. Just had to put up 91 million, so that's a lot of cookies.
Well, this guy alone is helping pay most
Yeah.
of that, most of those fees.
And I will keep on paying for my cookie, damn it. My 21.75 cookie.
And I'll keep posting on Twitter about it too.
I'm gonna own you libs by paying for expensive cookies.
Yeah. Is that a
I showed
question?
them. Isn't that always someone's downfall though, when they tweet thinking they own somebody
Yeah.
and then they just get their ass handed to them on
Yeah.
social media?
Just
And
don't.
isn't this like a very first world kind of problem? Like cookie prices are just out
Yeah.
of control. And then my masseuse, he went up 20%. You know, I used to get an hour massage for
Right.
$53, and now it's 85. Damn you, Biden.
Yeah, where is exactly this guy expecting the sympathy to come
Yeah.
from, right?
I just upgraded my Porsche, and it was like 10,000 more than 3 years ago.
I can't buy a dozen cookies anymore every week.
Yeah, right.
Expensive.
How much
You know
is
how much it
broccoli?
costs to fill my tub with Perrier now?
This guy's like a massive. Like, how much is broccoli? I don't know.
Broccoli.
Broccoli, what's that?
Yeah, how much are
$700?
carrots?
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to go selling door-to-door shit to this guy, right? This is a very unique gourmet milk. It's $700.
The Girl Scouts are camped
Yeah,
out
exactly.
at this
They're
place
like-
every year.
They're like, what's your address? Send some kids over there.
$30 a box. It's a bargain.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, there are worse things. As I always say, there's always something worse. And your worst nightmare that your pilots fall asleep on your flight happened in Indonesia recently. Both pilots were asleep for half an hour during the flight, and when they woke up, shocker, they found that the aircraft was not on the correct flight path.
What?
Yeah, right. 153 passengers, 4 flight attendants, and the only people sleeping were the pilots.
Yeah.
Any flight you can walk away from is a good
Yeah.
flight, right?
Yeah.
So
you're a tough guy, huh?
It's like, hey,
no
we got
foul,
there,
right? Yeah, they got there without incident. That was a good flight, right? They didn't crash. So
But this isn't like one of those things like where you're driving late at night and you get a little tired and you blink your eyes and then you're at the next exit. This is you fell the fuck asleep for half an hour.
well, they do have autopilot. I mean,
Do they?
Maybe that was
well,
asleep
yeah, they were
too.
asleep. Obviously, they do. They were both asleep, and
No,
the
no,
plane
it was off course. So
No, so they did.
200 something miles. Come on.
hey, Bob, did you turn on the autopilot? Huh? What? Huh?
You're the
What now?
autopilot.
I thought you were
the
on.
autopilot.
Yeah, right.
But my favorite part of the story, though, because this is super important. After landing, the report said the men ate instant noodles.
The details
Yeah.
What the
matter.
fuck does that have to do with it?
Talk about burying the lead.
Right?
Yeah, right.
What kind of noodles were they?
And then they took back off again.
Yeah. Well, of course they're wide awake now. They had
They're
noodles
rested.
and a nap.
They
Yeah.
were more rested. Are you okay now? Yeah, great.
Yeah.
I ate. I slept. I'm good.
Yeah. When they landed, they're like, what's the problem? I'm completely awake. I've got a full stomach. I'm ready to go.
I'm ready to do this 2-3 more times. Come on.
Take off these cuffs.
Yeah, we got
I'm
to
gonna eat
fight
my noodles now.
Yeah. I'm surprised they didn't mention the brand of instant noodle.
Right?
Top ramen.
What flavor was it? I mean, why do they skip these things? It's a cover up, I tell you.
America wants to know.
Yeah, or Indonesia wants to know.
Well, yeah. In the one guy's defense, come on, he just had twins, right? He was in labor for who knows how long, right?
Right? That's
Yeah,
sorry,
yeah,
I
dude.
fell asleep.
Well, you're
Then-
not going to sleep with 2, newborns
You know
in the
what?
house.
Then you know what? Don't come to work.
Yeah, maybe
If you-
call
if
in
you-
sick that day.
Yeah,
Right?
if you're tired and you can't stay awake, you
It's
know
a
what?
good,
I think I'm gonna fly a plane.
you're
No,
making-
So yeah, maybe consider taking the fucking day off if you just had twins, have not slept, because you have to fly a plane in the morning.
I got to make the money, man. I got to bring home the bacon. I got twins.
I can do it. I got it.
Yeah.
No problem.
What
Anyways,
could possibly go wrong?
there's 2 of us up there, so one of us will always be awake.
Yeah, right.
Hey, Bob, take the
you
plane. I
think-
gotta take a quick nap. No problem.
I wonder how much
There's
this
something I
happens.
had to do. There's something I had to do.
How many
Exactly,
times
you-
do you think you've flown where there's your pilots have been asleep?
Exactly. If there
All of them at the same time?
Yeah.
well, if there was a video camera inside the cockpit where all the passengers got to see what was going on, I
Yeah.
bet you there'd be a lot of freaking weird
Yeah.
shit going on.
There we go.
Yeah, that might
He's-
be the
he-
least of the things that we worry
Yeah.
about. Right? There
There
might
he
be
is.
some more shenanigans going on in the cockpit. But when in the history of airlines flying in Southeast Asia has anything gone wrong?
This is
Oh,
like an
man.
episode of Lost, right?
Right?
At least they didn't crash land on some deserted island with the polar bear. Come on, we can all agree it was purgatory, right?
Oh, was
It's
that
just
the
a
deal with
3-hour
that
tour.
show? I missed a whole boat on that one.
Lost? You
Yeah,
never saw
I
Lost?
was just in high school, so I wasn't really, I was too young for that
Yeah,
show.
that was a wee lad.
It was a lot. You guys, you guys know about.
That was a little before your time.
Yeah, this is before my time.
I guess fans of the show pretty much guessed that they're in purgatory, and then the writers were like, "No, it's not purgatory. No."
No.
And then in the final episode,
All
they were in
right.
purgatory. You fuckers.
Oh,
We
really?
said that 3 years ago, assholes.
Yeah,
They were dead?
yeah,
Ah.
Supposedly.
Oh, I was gonna start to watch it, but
yeah.
yeah.
No,
They ruined it.
Thanks.
It's one of those shows that lasted a little too long because I loved watching it, but that ending that ending killed me.
On that note,
That also
this
killed
has
it.
been totally baseless.
Well, the pilot fell asleep.
Yeah. The host fell asleep,
Yeah,
and it just went on and on.
Turns out the pilot had some couple noodles, and that's how Lost happened. But it's funny. I was thinking, I'm like, Because lately I've been driving on the freeway and they're putting up signs now that says, if you're drowsy, pull over. So is this some weird flex on Americans? We don't need to pull over when we fly. We just keep going. Lazy Americans can't even drive to your house.
Yeah, I like how they didn't say how come the other guy fell asleep.
Right? Yeah, why are they blaming it all on the guy with the twins?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like that's a good excuse. No, it's not a good excuse. Oh, don't blame him. He had twins.
What about you? Yeah. Well, I'm the real father.
Hey, look over there. Yeah, no
right.
mention of the other guy though, right? No mention of the lead pilot,
Yeah, why did he fall asleep?
right?
And then the other
Listen.
guy's wearing like one of those Apple Vision Pro deals. So kind of cause a little problem too. He's playing flight simulator. All right. Yeah. Always check the cockpit. That's our advice to you. Don't bowl naked. Don't have your toes or lick the toes of teenagers. That's all we're saying. Just some common sense guidelines. Please hit subscribe. That's it for Totally Baseless this week, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
See you later.
Oh,